In this old South St. Louis building, something new for this year's Lou Fest. Marcus Curtis, Christopher Holt, and Chris Wigman are putting in some long hours.
Literally blood, sweat, and tears. I had a cut last night.
It's a project they hope will be a showstopper this weekend. More than 100 wooden triangles are being assembled, painted, and stacked to make 4 totem poles on Lou Fest grounds, each 15 to 17 feet tall.
Hopefully they get a little bit of a childlike sense of wonder. I think a lot of good art really creates that in people, and hopefully they can ask questions, who did this, why is it here?
The artists hope the answer to the last question has lasting impacts on St. Louis. It's important to Lou Fest that the project is sustainable, meaning the triangles can be reused to better the city once the festival is over.
For us, we really want to see these pieces go to something more useful.
They're hoping the triangles can be transformed into things such as park benches or planter boxes that can be used at schools and local community gardens.
If we're going to put in all the effort to make all of these things, they don't have to end up in a dumpster or landfill somewhere. Even if it's a pretty simple reuse case, it's better than these things going to waste.
Art with a purpose at this year's Lou Fest. It's just another day inside Hodge Elementary in Imperial. On drums, custodian Ed Swoboda, but you can call him Mr. Ed.
As I tell everybody, I'm the front half of that horse.
In his 24 years at the Fox District, he's seen a lot of messes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
A lot of laughs.
Making words.
And has had a big impact on students and staff.
Nice.
He is definitely a hallway staple. He is a tremendous part of our team.
What other words are we going to spell?
For Mr. Ed, there's no place he'd rather be.
Oh, I love it immensely.
Hi, guys.
The staff will tell you he's a great fit with the kids because he's the biggest kid of all.
I would say so. Sometimes we have to rein him back in, but it's all right.
And it's always Edward. And I know when I hear Edward, I know that I've pushed the limit.
On his office door, this sign, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. He plays Elvis on the King's birthday and dresses up as the Polar Express conductor around the holidays. For him, it's all about getting kids to smile.
When I see a child laughing or smiling,
Oh, you guys are losing your teeth.
that warms my heart. That makes my day.
Let me pull. Let me. No.
Because I know that child feels safe coming to our school. I try to pull them. No, they just turn their heads. Mr. Ed's got to get back to work.
If you ever find yourself at Hodge Elementary,
Bye, kiddos.
find Mr. Ed, tell him a joke, give him a hug, because this hallway staple has one for you.
We'll have a good lunch today, won't we?
Welcome inside St. Louis Lambert International Airport. I think if you ask those who booked a flight during the eclipse, the goal was to see a totality awesome experience. Did that happen? Well, it's a journey that ended here in St. Louis, but it actually started right here at Denver International Airport. At gate C24, anticipation builds.
Just a whole different experience.
People wondering what they'll see 35,000 feet in the air.
Real anxious to see what it is when we're above the ground, and that way we'll be above any clouds.
They came from all over, many buying a ticket just for a chance to fly near the path of totality. Missouri, Indiana, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Colorado, Texas, and more Texas. She even had a shirt for the event.
So you made that?
Yep. Last night.
Southwest identified 5 flights most likely to experience maximum effects of the eclipse. 3 of those heading to St. Louis, including Flight 1577.
Good morning for Flight 1577, heading to St. Louis.
Each passenger got a pair of eclipse glasses.
There you go, welcome aboard.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to board the flight. We'll see what we get.
Take that life vest placed over your head, wrap up.
Before takeoff, the Southwest crew added a little humor to the safety briefing. And once in the air, it was time for some free cosmic cocktails.
Red sun.
This is how we do Cosmic Flight Southwest style.
As for the view, parts of the flight were cloudy, I can't see anything. For passengers to get a glimpse, they really had to look up. The plane touched down a few minutes early and a few minutes before totality. As passengers got off the plane, it was time for their review.
What do you think?
Awesome.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and then we were cheering, saying, hey, let's do this again in 7 years, because it's the same path right through here.
So I think it's fair to say mixed reviews, but if you ask all of them, they'll probably tell you it was an experience they won't forget. Reporting at St. Louis Lambert International Airport, Ryan Dean, back to you.
The Roxana football team has a motto: one team, one goal. There hasn't been many wins this year, but the losses hurt a little less when you realize the goal is much bigger than the record.
I think in reality, for me as a coach, I know for these guys too, I told the guys, it kind of put life in perspective.
This season is all about number 75.
What do you miss most about playing?
Just being able to be with my teammates and being able to just enjoy hitting people and
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
That aspect of the game?
yeah, that's one of the better parts.
Senior Alan Wright is unable to play this year as he fights stage 4 colon cancer. The 17-year-old is now attacking the disease like an opposing quarterback. 2 surgeries, 6 rounds of chemo, with 6 more to go.
Yeah, it's been a challenging year. A lot of ups and downs, but most of all positive.
Positive because of this community's response to Alan's diagnosis. Football is family. That's the saying, and it's certainly true in this small town.
The sport has been amazing. All my friends are really close to me. We all hang out still. They try to give me as normal as life as possible.
Thousands of dollars are being donated to help Alan's family with medical bills. Other schools even raising money when Roxana is on the road.
I feel so thankful for them. They're really great.
It's not just money, but memories. Alan was voted homecoming king, and when he was in the hospital on senior night, his teammates paid him a visit before the game. They carried his helmet on the field, and wouldn't you know it, the team ended up getting its first win of the season.
It really just tells you how great of people they are and how supportive they are of what I'm going through and just how amazing it is.
Here in Roxana, it's one team, one goal, on and off the field.